What's up everybody, Danny's here and we are back at it again with another video. But before we get into it, make sure you check out all the links in the description below. So everyone knows that Nintendo's been making lots of great games. And however, there are some rumors that Nintendo might have had though. And however, we may be able to get a new Super Smash Bros. Game. I mean, there was a rumor that Nintendo was going to release a new Super Smash Bros. Game. So we usually have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch, and this game doesn't get any updates. But although Nintendo is deciding to release Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as a Switch 2 edition, but here's the thing. I think Nintendo might release a new Super Smash Bros. Game other than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but however, we might be seeing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So that means we might be able to get more playable DLC characters like Waluigi, though. I'm hoping we can see Waluigi as a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but it may be in the new Super Smash Bros. Game. So if I were you guys, I would rather for Nintendo to release a new Super Smash Bros. Game. Because definitely, though, Nintendo would be able to add a new Super Smash Bros. Game for the Switch 2, because it would make a lot of sense, though, because Waluigi was an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so I would rather for Nintendo to announce a new Super Smash Bros. Game. Because I think it would be a great idea if Nintendo releases a new Super Smash Bros. Game, so we can have Waluigi as a playable character, as a DLC playable character, but if they release Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, then they're not going to have Waluigi as a playable character in DLC. But I think they will for sure, though. We'll have to see, though, because maybe they'll replace him as a DLC character, Waluigi, because he may not be an assist trophy, though, in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. But he was an assist trophy in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So as we speak, though, it kind of makes a lot of sense, though, that we see that Mario, Luigi, and Wario are playable characters, but we need Waluigi as a playable character in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. So it kind of makes sense, though, that Nintendo does have the difference between Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and the new Super Smash Bros. Game that was rumored to be on the Nintendo Switch 2. So definitely, though, I would rather for Nintendo to add a new Super Smash Bros. Game on the Nintendo Switch 2, so that way we can have Waluigi as a DLC playable character in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Or if Nintendo decides to re-release Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, then they're not going to have Waluigi as a playable character. So let me know which one you guys rather have. Let me know in the comments below. Would you rather Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 edition or a new Super Smash Bros. Game? For me, though, I'd say a new Super Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch 2, because I think this makes a lot of sense on what Nintendo will do. And they have released and announced newer games like Mario Kart World, Dragon Drive, and I don't understand why Nintendo hasn't announced a new Super Smash Bros. Game yet. Now, as much as I would know, Nintendo is getting into the works of lots of games that they need to release, but there's also a huge development that needs to get done, like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Mario Kart World. I mean, there's a lot of Switch 2 games that were supposed to be on the Nintendo Switch 1, but instead, they want to put it on the Switch 2. That's for sure, though. But also, Nintendo might possibly release a Mario Kart World DLC. So I'm hoping we can see a new Super Smash Bros. Game in the future Nintendo Direct. Because that's what we would love to see, though. That's for sure. But we should definitely see a new Super Smash Bros. Game on the Nintendo Switch 2. So that way we can see Waluigi as a playable DLC character. So if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Plus, subscribe if you're new to this channel. Make sure to hit that bell notification every time you get notified when I post a video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!